Hello, and who are you today?
I am Steve with Fantization Miniatures, and we sell miniatures, as you can see, from various lines that we import from all around the world, and we also manufacture our own line of miniatures called Rusted Heroes. It's also a tabletop skirmish game, and we also do a few one-off kind of fantasy miniatures. We're working on a game for those miniatures as well.
Like what?
Well, we're currently working on the game system. It's going to take the Rusted Hero game mechanics, and we're going to use it for a dungeon skirmish game.
Okay, cool.
So
do you have that? Detailed out? Or?
Well, all the mechanics are pretty much hashed out. We're continuing to basically work on some special abilities that happen within the game system, and we're hoping to actually have our first demo at the next show in September here at the LA show. So
well, you said now you said it's a dungeon. Are they going to fight monsters, or you got to have other types of figures like monsters?
Yeah, it's going to be basically each player will control one character within the party, and you'll be a party, and you'll go through this dungeon, and as you go further into the dungeon, there'll be sort of like a dungeon master. It's not going to be called dungeon master, but a person we call evil will basically control all these minions that he'll send at you to try and basically kill the heroes that go through. The deeper you go into the dungeon, the harder it's going to get, because evil will get points to spend. So if you're 3 rooms deep into this dungeon, he'll have more points to spend the farther you go into it. So it's going to get harder and harder, but you'll in turn get treasures and experience, so you'll be able to level up. And there's going to be 3 levels per character, so you're going to have your basic adventure, your mid-level, and then your advanced. So as you level up, your stats and your abilities will increase. So that's going to be called Dungeon Land that we're working on.
Well, that sounds very nice. That sounds very good. What is the objective of the game? To complete like, what do you got to complete?
Well, it's going to be a scenario-driven game. So basically each dungeon will have it'll be just like running a scenario in a role-playing game. It's going to have, you know, a storyline, and you've got to complete objectives and get to the end, and then you win. And that's something that your characters can carry over into the next game, and you guys can continue to play on.
So is it going to be like little booklets that you can buy, that the Dungeon Master can buy?
No, they're not going to be booklets, but they're going to be character cards. So your character card would be laid out on the table in front of you, and it'll just be a single card, and then you're going to gear that character up. So maybe the thief gets some basic rope. So you would put rope next to the character, and it'll be another card. And then you'll have all these cards. So if he's wielding a sword, then you would have a sword on the left side of the card, and that would be his primary weapon. And then you'll have like if you have a backpack, you could put like 3 objects within that backpack, so you can carry additional loot as you go on.
That sounds very nice.
Yeah, we've been playtesting it, and it's working out really well. It's a lot of fun.
Well, anything you want to add to this?
That's about it. I mean, we come to the LA show. This is the Gamex show, and we're running a Rusted Heroes tournament for the first time here, and we'll probably be doing something in the September show as well.
Excellent.
So,
well, I'd like to thank you.
All right. Well, thank you.
Okay.